Oh my god. What in the act of stupidity is this, honestly? Because for me, I literally tag this as someone being stupid. I understand the fact that, yes, when you really adore someone, when you're really standing up for someone, when you really love someone, you can do anything, but not as stupid as this thing that you guys are about to watch. Now, Cubans are coming to cry after tattooing the orange man face on their body, like their whole body. It took them hours for them to be done with the tattoos. Now they are coming to cry that they are getting deported even after everything. It didn't only end there. Some oh god, I don't know what to use because of YouTube policy. Some people that their nose is absolutely not correct, that have the right, the audacity, for the love they have for the orange man, tattooed his name, and then coming to beg us to do what? What exactly? We should give you money to erase it? No, we can't do that. But anyways, before I say other things I have in this particular video, I'll let you guys watch this video so that you guys will let me know if this nonsense actually makes sense. Credit belongs to the original creators of every single clips and stitches we have in our today's episode. And if you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? Please do what? Subscribe, like this video, drop in your comments, and lastly, do not forget to share for every other person to get this good news. And yes guys, with that being said, let's dive right into this video. I will be back with commentaries.
This is a Cuban Trump supporter from Wellsput, Florida, with a tattoo of Trump's face on his chest, who is now afraid he might get deported because of the recent surge in ICE activity. Watch.
He describes himself as a fan of President Trump, so much so, he showed us how his admiration for the president is skin deep. But his love for the commander-in-chief has turned a bit sour as ICE raids intensify across the country. He, like so many other Cubans, are still in jeopardy of being deported. Estimates are at least 400,000 Cubans who, like Elski, entered the U.S. through the southern border and were released with what's called an I-220A instead of parole.
I wish we knew the answer to that. It's a problem because the government does not accept that as a legal entry.
So Cubans with I-220As cannot apply to the Cuban Adjustment Act?
That's the government's position.
En un limbo.
In the meantime, Cubans like Elski find themselves in a dangerous legal limbo. He came to the U.S. in 2019 and thought by now Trump would have helped Cubans like him legalize their status.
Why did you think you would be the exception? And what makes it worse is the man you support is the reason the United States won't recognize your release order as valid legal entry, which means you can't adjust status, which means you can't apply under the Cuban Adjustment Act. And you say you still support him. But you know what? I'm done explaining. Just cue the music.
Oh my God, I will vote. I will vote for Donald Trump.
Lord. Let me get this straight. A man from Cuba crosses the border illegally, gets caught by Border Patrol, is released on what's known as an I-220A. Upon his release, he creates a podcast, gets Trump's face tattooed on his chest, scores a one-on-one interview with Channel 10, and he's still in the country. And he's still here? He's still in the country? Somebody explain this to me. No, I'm not doing this with y'all. Explain it to me right now how this man is still in the country right now. This man got on an interview, Channel 10, bare face, no mask on, to tell us that he's an illegal immigrant. Oh, yes, I'm illegal, guys. I'm here. And Trump ain't bust down his door yet. Trump, ICE, Bovino. Shit, try y'all. He trying y'all guts straight to your face. He said, hey, guys, look, I'm undocumented. Raise the roof. And you guys are going to come through for me because I tattooed the Valencia orange with a toupee on my chest. Listen, besides all the joke, this is very serious. All right? And before we even continue, I need to explain to y'all what an I-220A is so y'all can understand what this is and make sense of it with me. Now, for what I discovered online, the I-220A is pretty much just immigration limbo. You're stuck in the middle. You get to the country illegally, we caught you, and we decided we're going to let you go. All right? We're going to let you go because either we fool, we ain't got the time to deal with this, whatever it is, we let you go, but we're going to monitor you. All right? We're going to keep an eye on you. We're going to keep an eye on the situation. Don't do nothing crazy. We're going to get back to this. Now, you're probably wondering why they don't just send them back to their country when they caught them. And that's because you got to go through this long process of getting an order from the judge to remove this person and sending them back. It could take 6 months. It could take years. It's like death row for immigrants. Like, they get stuck on this for a very long time. They're detained for a very long time. It's a weird situation. Now, you also need cooperation from the country that they came from. And the country they came from was Cuba. And Cuba don't play ball with the USA. They do what they want when they want. They don't talk to nobody. They don't deal with nobody. They do what they want to do, okay? So now that you understand the I-228, let's get back to this bozo real quick. You tatted this man's face on your chest? Are you okay up here? Are you sick? Do you have a malady? Supporting somebody who doesn't support you is insane behavior. This is roaches for rain. This is slugs for salt. This is chicken for Popeyes. You're supporting a man who doesn't even want you in the same country you risk your life to get into. And you didn't even do it the right way. Do you see how crazy that is? Now, does he deserve to be deported? According to Trump and the administration, absolutely. They need to boot him and boot him out of the city. But if you're asking me personally, I think any idiot with a podcast needs to go. But that's besides the point. I just got one more question. Now, with all this deportation talk and these ICE crackdowns, I'm just curious to know, how is he still in the country? How is it possible he can get on the news and tell us all, I'm committing a crime, and nobody go get him? We got his face, we got his voice, we got his address, we even got his chest measurements, and nobody went and got him. Listen to me, Elski, I'm talking to you. We told y'all there was poison in the Kool-Aid, and you drank it anyways. And when you drink the Kool-Aid, you die. Or get deported, depends on how ICE is feeling that day. In the meantime, I hope you have a wonderful day. You know I love you, and I'll see you tomorrow. But if I don't, stay out of trouble.
Imagine being so broke, you got to crowdfund regret. Y'all remember when this woman put that big old Trump tattoo on her forehead? Y'all remember that, right? Now Miss Girl is online begging for money. Begging for money. Socialism. So she can get it removed. I thought this was the perfect case study in Trump supporters and what they look like in real time. No money and no backup plan, just lifelong devotion. She loves capitalism, but now she wants to use GoFundMe to help clean up the bad choices that she made on her own. That ain't rugged individualism. That is socialism with a ring light. Honestly, I think Erica Kirk need to step in. I really do. I think she should step in and offer to get this Trump tattoo removed from this woman's forehead, but then in exchange offer her a Vance tattoo, but she got to get it on her lower back. Yup, so she got to choose. Either keep that big ass Trump tattoo on her forehead or to keep Vance on her lower back as a reminder. Both of them are a bad decision. Either way, she earned it. So no, nobody should be giving her any money to clean up her own mess. Choices were made, girl. So now you need to choose wisely.
Trump Nation, I can use your hand real quick. Ever since I've gotten this tattoo, I feel like TikTok has limited my views like crazy.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's probably because it's a hate crime, that tattoo. Like, clearly you hate yourself, you know?
First thing I'm going to ask, did you give me a like, a follow, anything like that? It'll help me in such a big way because they are throwing the hammer down on me.
Oh,
also, if you're
no.
interested...
Tell you what, I'll do you one better. I will make this video and I will not tag you so people don't know where to go. I hope it helps. Oh, boy, oh boy, oh boy. I hope to God that's fake. Is it fake? Is it AI? Is it real? Is that real ink? Oh God, I hope it's not real. There's no way it's real. There's no way a person would... There is a way, though. When I say the name Jim Jones, does that ring any bells to you? Have you or have you not ever heard of a little location called Jonestown? Because, you know, it kind of started this way, sort of, right? And it ended this way. So, just a heads up for your potential future. You may want to rethink some things, but you do you, boo. Yuck.
This Trump-inked Cuban is finding out the hard way. For nearly 5 years, a podcaster known as Elski, who arrived from Cuba, has been a vocal Trump supporter. And his loyalty for Trump literally shows with a tattoo of the president that took nearly 12 hours to complete. He recalled being very excited about Trump at the time of the tattoo. But as you could guess, his enthusiasm has slowly started to fade away. As ICE is kidnapping people nationwide, Elski says in Spanish, "I'm scared." Hey Elski, you should know as a big Trump supporter, speaking Spanish right now is a big no-no. He believed Trump would help Cubans like him finally secure legal status. Instead, due to an immigration document known as an I-220A he was issued, he and an estimated 400,000 other Cubans now find themselves in legal limbo. Thanks to the man he has tattooed on him, Elski is unable to apply for permanent residency and at risk of deportation. Elski says he does not regret his tattoo and remains hopeful. He believes the man he admires so deeply will ultimately come through. FAFO, do you believe that Elski is going to get sent back by the man he has tattooed on him? Yeah, I think he's going to get sent back too, buddy.
Hi. We've now entered the FAFO phase for Cubans. Yes, you heard me correctly. To an alarming surprise, Cubans in Florida are being deported at record numbers. Yes, Cubans, Republicans who voted for Trump, they came here under Biden, under amnesty. They did it the legal way. They're getting deported. I highly encourage you to check out an article in the New York Times. If you're brown, he's coming for you. It doesn't matter if you're here under amnesty, if you did it the right way. They don't care. So we've now entered this FAFO stage for Cubans. So they're doing it in record numbers in Florida. That's because a lot of them, that's where they live. So if you didn't know, Marco Rubio is Cuban. Yeah, he came here from Cuba. And so they're deporting them right now in record numbers. Remember when he deported Venezuelans and then he attacked Venezuela and captured their president and kidnapped him? And then, said that he cared about Venezuelans? Yeah, he doesn't care about you. So FAFO, Cubans for Trump, especially in Florida. Hi.
Do you remember that Cuban band that sang that song, I Will Vote for Donald Trump? I was wondering what happened to them. And so I did a bit of research and I came across something I thought all of you would find very interesting indeed. Hold on a minute. Let me get it for you, okay? And when you're done watching it, jump in my comments and tell me what you think. I really want to know.
It's been happening frequently at the 333 Miami Avenue Federal Court building. Janet Correa's husband was detained this week. According to her immigration lawyer, he has already been placed on expedite removal.
We're being deported, according to the New York Times. Clearly, this was a hit piece by the New York Times against Cubans who decided to vote for Trump in 2024. And I am going to prove why. This article goes on to say that 1,600 Cubans have been deported in 2025. But the article doesn't mention that under the Biden administration, 1 million people left Cuba. 1 million. Is greater than all the exoduses since Castro combined. 10% of the population. And of those 1 million people, 850,000 Cubans arrived in the United States. 1,600 divided by 850,000. And if we're only counting the people that came into the US under the Biden administration, that's 0.02 of the population. 0.02 record number. But that is also not even true. It's not the record number. Because Bill Clinton deported 35,000 Cubans on rafts and sent them to Guantanamo Bay. This was in 1994, 1 year before wet foot, dry foot policy. But of course, those 1,600 people that were deported under the Trump administration is just a reaction to the 850,000 people that came in the last administration alone. So of course, the deportation numbers are going to be higher. And because of the lack of transparency in the Trump administration, which we should be talking about, we don't know if those people had orders of deportation before, were committing illegal crimes, or came into this country under false pretenses, which happens with Cubans a lot. Yeah, articles like this are designed to create fear, designed to create clickbait. Of course, a hit piece against Cubans who have a constitutional right to vote however they want, even if I disagree with them at times.
Cubans in Florida are being deported in record numbers. Cubans have had a long-standing special relationship with the United States of America and have had special immigration privileges for decades now. Cubans were among some of the Latino population who supported and voted for Donald Trump at the highest numbers, lest we forget the Donald Trump song that they came up with.
Vote for Donald Trump, I love my freedom. I will vote for Donald Trump.
While Cubans held those privileges for decades, Donald Trump has changed that. According to an article by the New York Times, has repatriated more than 1,600 Cubans in 2025, according to the Cuban government. That is about double the number of Cubans who were repatriated in 2024, and in years that Trump has been president. He has sent more Cubans back than his last 3 predecessors. Polls, however, suggest that many Cubans who support Trump still do support Trump, but they're confused as to why they thought they would be immune to ICE raids, immune to deportation, and they really thought they were a part of the MAGA family. At the end of the day, this is one big fuck around and found out and I told you so, because you were always Latino in this country. You were never white. You were never MAGA. You were never a part of white supremacy or a part of the white national identity, my love. Now, beloved, look at you. You and Abuelita are getting separated, going to the panaderia to buy Cuban bread. And that's on you. That is not on anyone else, because you voted for this. And this is not me gloating, because no one should be getting separated from their families. No one should be deported. But you guys were one of the main group of people to tell us to shut up, and that you knew what President Trump was going to do for you.
Trump just ordered the deportation of 500,000 Cuban, Venezuelan, and Haitian immigrants that came here the right way. And my question for my fellow Cubans is, are y'all still feeling special? My entire childhood was spent being fed the narrative that our family came here the right way, and that everybody else that's complaining about being deported, well, they just need to go back to where they came from, start the process over legally. I don't want to ever hear another Cuban American say some shit like that ever again. I'm going to laugh in your face. Maybe you all will finally realize that no matter how much you try to blend into white Western European culture, no matter how much you try to pretend that you don't eat ham croquettes for breakfast and that you've never had ajiaco for dinner in your entire life, the problem is that Donald Trump is never going to see you as human. It's always been about racism. Here's the part that we like to talk about in our homes when no one else is listening, but I'm going to go ahead and say that quiet part out loud. You all think that you are better than every other type of Latino American. Conservative Cuban Americans, MAGA Cuban Americans, think that you are better than every other flavor of Latino American. And now we have proof. You are no different. We are no better than anybody else. No matter how many times you place your vote for Donald Trump and the Republican Party, they are still going to see you as subhuman. And even if you hang your hat on the fact that you came here the right way, at the end of the day, it's not going to matter to him, because if he wants you gone, he's going to find a way to disappear you.
But I will say that this was a breaking point for me in the way that the administration responded to it. Like, I didn't think what's happening right now with ICE could happen in America. I genuinely did not think that was possible. I thought our institution, I thought the Constitution would hold up. When I see it and then immediately defend it, I start to go, we gotta be very loud about this. Like, it all of a sudden becomes not like liberal catastrophic thinking. It starts to become very reasonable, nuanced criticism of the administration.
I'm so tired, child. I'm so tired. I'm really tired.
There's something so disingenuous happening right now with white America, saying that I can't believe this is happening. We've never seen anything happen like this before. Can you believe what ICE is doing? Our administration is taking it too far. Notwithstanding the fact that you don't know anything about American history, that means that you vehemently don't believe black people. You've never believed black people when it was Black Lives Matter. You were part of the All Lives Matter crew or the Blue Lives Matter. Black people everywhere have been screaming this from the rooftops since our ancestors were enslaved. This country is a tyrannical dictatorship that kills It's citizens. You guys are just in congruence with the government as white people because it was implied that you would be protected. And now you're not. People like Andrew Schultz really grind my gears because he, for all intents and purposes, is a very smart person. He's a very typical white boy in New York who knows all about all these cultures, who has all these cultural friends, all these cultural ties, but is really centrist leaning right. He used his mega platform to bring Donald Trump on to help get Donald Trump views, and then called all of us pansies for calling Trump out for just being a real person. Now, Schultz and many others are backtracking because Donald Trump is in the Epstein files, and now he's calling him a pedo. He was a pedo when he came on your show the first time. And now ICE is killing white people at the behest and command of the government. So because your community is impacted, because now you see that your social contract with the government is gone, it's severed, the ties are cut, now you want to backtrack. Now it's too much. This is the last straw for me. It wasn't the last straw for you with Sandra Bland, Eric Gardner, Emmett Till, Philando Castile, Rodney King. I can name hundreds, I can name thousands of black people who were killed by the government, and then the government lied and said they didn't do it. But here you go. After you use your platform to do the very thing that you shouldn't have done, and now you're fucking scared. Shame on all of you guys. Shame on all of you.
Anyways, welcome back, guys, and that is all I got for this particular video. And you guys, you can literally see why I was literally laughing from the beginning part of this video, because let it make sense to me that I have to tattoo your name because I love you so much. I have to put it on my forehead. I don't get. I have to put it on my forehead as bold as that. Please, let me ask, is it that the tattoos that they do in America is not painful on the skin? I want to know, because for me to just get this, my little eyebrow tattoo, in fact, if you check very well, I did not even go back for the retouch. I was supposed to go back for the retouch so that it would pop out boldly, but for me to get the first procedure done, I was not feeling it. I was not feeling it. It was piercing my skin, and I hate it when something literally do pierce my skin. In fact, I was not even properly told or explained to. If I was to be informed, I would not even try it at the first place. So it was a whole lot. So how is it so easy? I don't know, maybe it's a painless kind of tattoo that you have to tattoo a whole orange man named on your forehead. Is that not madness? That is absolutely madness, because I do not call this obsession. If I'm obsessed with you, I know what to do because I'm obsessed. That is just to show that you are a racist. You're trying to bring out your racist color in the name of, oh, you are obsessed, you love him so much, and you have to. Now you are literally begging. You are begging so that you can have that clean up. You are now opening GoFundMe. I know that some people will still go and contribute. Yes, I know. Especially those magas, they will literally go and contribute because they like wasting money on what is not important. In fact, someone can be racist, open a GoFundMe account, they contribute. Talk more of this one that is even bringing out the full racist nature. You're not begging for money. You have the money when you were tattooing it, but now to erase it out of your forehead, you do not have the money. These are where a lot of people get problems into their skins that they don't even realize. Now look at this Cuban man that literally tattooed the orange man on his body. Thinking that the moment the orange man see him, the orange man will literally not deport him just for the love. In fact, he literally brags on national TV that he can't be deported, that he is an illegal immigrant and he can't be deported, allegedly, according to some of the updates that I actually saw. And at the end of the day, he got deported. He got deported, not minding if he's carrying the orange man's face on his body, not minding who the hell he is. In fact, for the fact that you're an illegal, we throw you to the dungeon that you belong. See, orange man is not here to play with anybody. He's not here to make you feel comfortable because you're sporty. And that is the ironic part of that man that is quite crazy. The more you are supporting him, the more he keeps firing you. In fact, the more you choose him, the more he makes you understand that life is more tougher than what you think. And this man did not lie. He said everything he was going to do. So Cubans are literally crying. Cubans are now understanding that, oh my God, we wish we listened to black people. We wish we understood what we are going into. In fact, can black people even come to our rescue now? Because you see a lot of them now saying that black people are the only ones that can save them. We are not your savior. Save yourself, because the time that we are supposed to come save you is gone. That time, the opportunity that was given to you has been misused. So do not think that any black American person is coming for you or coming to save you. It's just a whole lot of nonsense, honestly. Anyways, let me know what you think in the comment section. Credit belongs to the original creator of every single clips and stitches we have in our today's episode. If you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? Please do subscribe, like this video, drop me your comments, and lastly, do not forget to share. And thank you so much for staying stick and hook with me to the end of this video. For disclaimers, this is just for educational purpose, not to come here defame, ruffle on anyone's shoulder. And yes, with that being said, I want to say very big thank you to every single one of you supporting, liking, commenting, sharing my videos, dropping super thanks, joining my membership. I do not take you guys for granted. You guys are absolutely the best. And thank you so much for staying stick and hook with me to the end of this video. With that being said, with no further ado, I do like I always say in my videos. I'm going to be saying bye and I'll see you guys in my next one. For now, bye guys. I love you guys. Mwah.